Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm MJ and this is Zebra Not Horse. Thank you to everyone who has newly subscribed to my channel, and massive thank you to Jenny from Autistic Jenny for the shout out for my channel. I really appreciate that, and all the new people that have connected with me, I really hope that you enjoy my videos. I am a late diagnosed autistic and I was diagnosed in the summer of 2023. It was a long journey that I went on before I went for private assessment. For about 6 or 7 years, I was on the understanding that I was probably autistic. In the latter part of that, I identified as autistic. But I didn't really tell people because I guess for me personally, until I had that professional giving me that label, I felt like I couldn't use that label publicly. So really, the only person that I shared my journey with prior to my diagnosis was my husband and my mother. And when I got that diagnosis, I was able to finally tell people who I wanted to know. And I could rely on that evidence, I guess. Everyone's journey is different, but for me, getting a diagnosis was really important because I suffered so much with imposter syndrome and still do, but it's much more easier to manage now because I can see autism in my life. I can experience the things that I know are autistically related. Whereas before, I guess I just thought everyone had these struggles, but everyone was just better at hiding them than me. Or I don't know, I just felt like, how can I have these almost like sensory overwhelms and other people aren't? So where is my skill set to not show it as much? It's amazing to know that I'm actually autistic and not just a loser, not just a weirdo, not just oddball. But I'm autistic. My brain's wired differently. So I'm actually none of the above. I'm just me. And looking back over my life, I can see experiences where, okay, this makes a lot of sense now. Like, I've always struggled around other people, especially new interactions with people. I've struggled not knowing what my environment is and having no time to have expectations of what my environment will be. I've struggled massively with sensory sensitivities, and I have sensory seeking opportunities where, I crave certain things. I understand information really differently. If I'm engaged in conversation or reading information, I know that my brain is receiving it differently from other people. So the diagnosis just makes a lot of sense to me. And I totally 100% fully support other people who are self-identified as autistic and don't need that diagnosis. I think that's actually amazing. And I kind of wish that I could have been bold enough and had courage enough to just own my differences without needing to pay for a professional to tell me what I already knew. But at the same time, I'm just glad it wasn't wasted money. When I have days where I doubt who I am and whether I belong in this community, those are the days where the imposter syndrome is a wee bit harder. So I need that bit of paper even still, almost 2 years later. I have made many friends through the YouTube community and connected with some wonderful humans as being an autistic creator. And I'm really grateful for this space that I've been able to hold. So I just hope that you guys feel that community spirit that we have. And we are there to support each other. We are there to help each other when we're struggling with either executive functioning, imposter syndrome, or just overload, meltdowns, such shutdowns, anything that we are going through. We are not alone, and everyone's experience is worth sharing so that you can feel validated and that you can feel assured that your brain is wired differently and it's not broken, it's not wrong, it's just different. And it's an absolutely incredible brain. It's an absolutely incredible design that you are, and I just celebrate you. Lately, I have been watching, Patience on Channel 4. So if you're in the UK, you can access Patience through the Channel 4 platform. And it's an amazing series with an autistic main character. I've only actually watched one episode up until this point, and it would be good to do a separate video on my review for the first episode. The reason I haven't watched all 6 episodes yet is because the same program is available called Astrid, Murder in Paris. This is also on Channel 4. This has about 5 series, I think, and I'm actually halfway through that, and it's the same thing, but one is French and one is British. So I want to finish my French one before I start the British, because I feel they are very, like, it's quite a copycat of each other. So these programs were both taken from a French crime book series, I think. So the French series is an adaptation of the book, and then the British one is obviously making it more available to British viewing. I love the British one because the main character is an actual autistic actor, whereas the French one, she isn't autistic in real life and she's playing an autistic character. She does a great job, but I do feel that the representation that she has is more male. So if I watch it and I think that the way she's presenting it's almost like how a man would present. So I feel that the character in Patience in the British version is probably more of an accurate representation. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying that. If you want, check it out. So the French one, I've had to watch it in subtitles because I don't know French. And that is really hard for a dyslexic brain. I don't like subtitles, but I love the program. So that's called Astrid. And then the British version is Patience. I have also been reading this Geek Girl book. I haven't got Netflix, so I've not been able to watch the series, but someone recommended getting the book, so I'm halfway through the first one. I'm a very slow reader, and I'm loving it. It's really well written. It's really engaging. It's so relatable. So I'm looking forward to reading all of the books and maybe giving your review on them. So yeah, maybe check out the book or watch the series on Netflix. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for clicking on. And again, I just want to welcome everyone who's new to this channel. Hope you come back.